wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. What's he giving here? And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. It's not taking him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
1-0, never any doubt. He was just never going to miss.
And it only took a little drop of the shoulder to send the keeper completely the wrong way. Didn't he take it well?
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. And here's Griezmann. Davis. Trippier tries to get it forward quickly. Valverde drives it forward. And it's Hazard. Hazard. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Coman. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
So he's plotting something before playing it in. Coman. Coman! Away from immediate danger. He's had that put on a plate. He's gone for it. And in it goes. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
Gundogan. And it's Gundogan. Tries a shot! Good effort first time.
That's unlucky. The idea was really smart for me, and he's had a good go at it.
Hoists it forward. Coman. Well read, he sorted that out.
Lewandowski, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now it's Messi. Davis with a fine tackle. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Schüller. Valverde. Messi. Loose. Kimmich. He's given away a free kick. And it's Pasalic. Pasalic. Coman has made his mark on this game. Coman. Messi. Goes for goal! He's scored!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
So, referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So we reached the halfway point.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Pasalic, and it's played forward. Coman, driving on now. What can they conjure from here? Pasalic, Schüller, Trippier, and it's Messi. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Messi goes looking. Coman. Messi. Beautifully done. Davis. And he just whacks it. Going for goal! No, not quite.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly, not great precision.
Trippier. And it's Messi. Messi. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Gundogan conceives a free kick for that. Coman. Trippier. And here's Kane.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
Forward it goes. It's the through ball. It's Kane! Back of the net!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Oh, the contact was fantastic. Right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner.
Cut out in the nick of time.
Well, both sides might have to...
That looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Valverde. And it's Stones. De Bruyne battles to win it back. Chance to break. Brings it forward. That's a good ball. Shapes to shoot! It's in!
And the chances of winning a game that may have gotten away from you are always greater with characters like this player. A strong personality that has more than likely secured another big win.
What about that, Jim Beglin?
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. There's going to be... So that's it. It is all over. Well, somehow they turned it round. Every ounce of energy, emotional, physical, mental, is spent. That is some win. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end. Well, we have the most perfect day for you. A warm hello in every sense of the word. The sun is out and football has a special place on this most idyllic of days. A fixture ahead of us to which we've all been looking forward for so very, very long, and it means so very, very much. The scene could not be more beautiful. The pitch looks terrific. The players are ready to get started, and we cannot wait for the contest that lies ahead. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his...
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Griezmann going full tilt down the left. Davis. He's got away. Davis delivered. Header! It's in! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Lewandowski with a definite foul there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. De Bruyne has got himself a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Messi. And he heaves it forward. And it's been taken straight back. And here's Griezmann. And Messi! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Messi is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Towering header! Try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Casemiro. Neymar drives it forward. Messi. Now it's Messi. De Bruyne. Now it's Lewandowski. Coman. Driving on now. What can they conjure from here? De Bruyne. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. Shaw. Across the field it goes. De Bruyne. Pavard. And the half-time whistle goes. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
And here's Martial. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Gets it back, and it's Neymar. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Coman fighting. Casemiro has given away a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Modric tries lifting it over. Griezmann. Modric. Pavard. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card. Massive leap! And yes, it's there! One delightful ball, and the rest was simple.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
Torino grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
And here's Lukaku.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And they've been caught out here. He's had a look. De Bruyne! Back of the net! Into the lead once more.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Torino making consecutive changes here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Oh, it was a long time coming, but I think it's fully merited. They've applied themselves extremely well.
Pavard. And it's Messi. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. It could be in here. Cleared without complication. Torino have it back and they can go again. Pavard. Plays it over to the other flank. And that will be the final act. Well, whatever the shortcomings on either side, it was a great game to watch. Just